Hi guys, it's Jordan from P&P Campers. Just going to be doing a handover video on this little Toyota Alphard. So it will be a fairly brief video because there's not a huge amount to run through, but I will do the basics with you. So under the bonnet, I mean, we're based on the Toyota Alphard chassis, obviously just a van conversion. So under the bonnet, over on the left hand side, you've got your chassis plate over here. Now that's the original Toyota chassis plate. So that's got all of the information that you could ever need on there about the vehicle. A few other little bits and pieces up here. This is about the air conditioning, this one here, and then this one is all about the engine and sort of, you know, just basic info. It's a 2AZ-FE, it's the name of the engine. So we've got a power steering fluid reservoir just here, your ABS unit control module down there, your washer fluid gets topped up through this one just here. Your engine coolant, so this is the top of the radiator just here. All right, so that's actually the top of the radiator. But this is the reservoir that you need to look at because that is your expansion tank for the coolant. Okay, so that's the expansion tank there. Your brake fluid is in this little reservoir just up here at the top, attached to the servo just down there behind it. Your engine oil filling point is this black one just here at the top of the engine, and your engine oil dipstick is the yellow one just here. Your air filter sits inside this box just up here at the top of the engine, and your engine battery is this one just here at the front. You'll also notice down here, you can see another dipstick down there, the sort of orange coloured one. Now that is your automatic transmission fluid dipstick. All right, so you need to check that when it's running, but you shouldn't ever really need to do that, to be honest. It's only a garage that would ever do that. On the right, you've got a load of fuses and relays underneath this little bit just here. This one here, which is a lot newer, is going to be to do with the motorhome side of things. So when you start the engine up, this little relay or fuse down here should start powering up and sending a little bit of power through to the leisure battery as well. So it's all charging up when you're driving. Air conditioning, you've got your high pressure side just here, and there will be another one of those nearby, wherever that might be. Follow those sort of silver pipes. Probably should have looked at that before I started the video. Yeah, can't be far away. Just setting an alarm off over there. But yeah, so air conditioning pipes anyway, again, you shouldn't need to do that. We've got the ability to check over aircon and redo it, but yeah, you shouldn't need to do that. It is all working very well at the moment. So on the passenger side of the van, again, not much to show you on here. When I opened up the passenger door, being on the Toyota Alphard, they've always been my favourite of the sort of smaller motorhomes personally. You've got absolutely loads of original paperwork about the actual Toyota vehicle itself. So you can have a look through all of that, that's in there. You've got a huge glove box down here with a couple of connections down here, which are both to do with the stereo that you've got fitted in this van. I'll get into the inside of the van in just a minute, but basically you've got the back of these seats have got a little table bit that you can fold out as well. There's endless little odds and sods on these Toyota Alphards that you'll find, little buttons and switches for all sorts of things. The actual layout of the van is basically you've got two side settees just here, which do have a little bit of space underneath them as well for storage. Essentially, when you want to make the bed up, you take the table and fold the leg up and then drop the table into this gap here, and then that'll allow you to make this bed up just by using these seats. Basically, it'll just fill the gaps, so it takes seconds to make these beds up. So easy. The fridge, it's quite literally just a case of opening up the door, and you'll see there's a little knob inside of it in order to actually turn it on. That's it. It's so simple. And that's a 12-volt fridge, which will work all the time, basically. So you just have to bear in mind the fact that if you're going to be using that all the time, just bear in mind that you might want to keep your eye on the leisure battery's voltage after a little while. So it will begin to start, you know, going down a little bit. But yeah, so that's that. If I just shut this door, so on the near side here, you have got the petrol filling point just here towards the back, which if I just nip round to the front quickly into the cab, and I'll just point out to you where the puller is for that. So just down here above the accelerator pedal, we've got bonnet release and fuel filler cap. So when I pull on that, that wheel have now released the fuel filler cap, just here, as you can see. So that's how you would get into the petrol filling point. And also just here at the back, we've got your electric hookup point. So if you do have access to a hookup cable, it's a nice thing to have plugged in, because it means that you'll be able to use any of your mains powered sockets. So you've got a couple of 3-pin sockets in there, and they'll come to life as soon as you basically as soon as you plug the hookup cable in this cupboard on the left, it's quite an important little cupboard. So you've got the leisure battery down there at the bottom. You've got a battery charger here, so when you plug the hookup cable in, this is the charger that will spring to life. You've also got a couple of trip switches just inside there, and split relay and a couple of fuses. So these are all just bits and pieces that if you find that you can't get anything to work one day, you can have a little look in here and check the fuses inside this little bank here. But other than that, you've got your jack and wheel brace set just in there, but that's it. This is obviously the back of the fridge just here, so that'd be why you can't get to that area there. In this one, you've got your 2 water tanks. So depending on which tank you want to use for what, it doesn't matter, depending on how you've used them before. But basically, one tank has the waste pipe going down into it from the bottom of the sink, and the other one will have the water in it and will have your pump going into it. So it's literally just a case of putting water in one and then putting the waste tap into the other. It's super easy. You just drop the pump into the water and then use the sink. It's as easy as that. Doesn't get much easier. Just get that out of the way. So on the locker on the right hand side, we've got your gas locker here. So essentially you have got a little bit of pipe coming to this, and because the only appliance in the van that's gas is the 2-burner hob, it literally just goes from here to a little fitting here, a little rubber fitting. When you want to use this, I'm going to take this little cap off the top of the bottle there, and then this regulator, this type of regulator, just spins on to the top of the bottle. So you literally just spin it onto this little fitting here, and before you know it, you're going to have gas coming into the van. When you're not using it, it is always good practice to put this little bit just here on to the top. So just start screwing it in. A bit easier when you've got 2 hands free, but there you go. Tighten it up, and that is your gas bottle completely off. So you have got the twin sliding doors on here, so you can open up both sides if you want to, and of course you have got the elevating roof there as well. So yeah, I mean, we're nearly done on the video, to be honest, but I will just show you inside here as well. So we have got a couple of little sockets here, all right, which you can have a little look at. Oh, and the other thing that I need to mention is that the lights up in the roof, you need to press this little button just here to get those lights up on the ceiling to come on. So it took us a little while when we first sold the vehicles. We have actually sold this van before to find out where it was wired to, but it's just that one switch there does the lights up on the elevating roof. So got your 2-burner hob and your sink just there, which, as I say, the sink, you just literally lift the tap up and it will come to life. And your 2-burner hob, you've got a piezo ignition on this. So you press on that piezo igniter whilst you're trying to light up either of these, and that's how you would get it to light up. So, as I say, to be honest, it's going to be a very short video because that is it. There's not loads I can go through with this one. I'll just have a little look in the fridge just to see there. Look. So when you open up the fridge door, you can see in the bottom corner down there, you've got the little valve, and you literally just turn it on and off as and when you want to. If you find that it's getting too cold in there and it's freezing up a lot, just turn it back a little bit, and if it's not getting cold enough, just turn it up a bit. So yeah, very straightforward. Hopefully that has all made sense. I can't think of anything else that I can explain really, but we are going to sort this little bit out up here, by the way. It's just sort of come away at the top there. But yeah, so I think that's about it. If there's anything you think I've missed out or anything you want going over again, just give us a shout. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks very much.